Joining me now is Cecile Richards, president of the Planned Parenthood Federation of America. Cecile, great to have you with us tonight.
Good to see you.
What is this signal that the Republicans, even after 2012 and the demographic breakdown of exactly how the election went, that they are relentless? What is the signal that they continue to attack women's rights?
Well, I think the concern is that there is an extreme faction in the House of Representatives that just can't let this go. And it was extraordinary to see in the midst of everything else, Saturday night, they took yet another vote to strip out women's benefits in the Affordable Care Act. And the incredible thing is, millions of women are already benefiting. We hear at Planned Parenthood from so many women every day who are now getting their birth control covered for no copay, for the first time have insurance, have preventive care. So this is actually one of the most popular parts of the Affordable Care Act. It doesn't make any sense, political sense or healthcare sense to me.
It seems like they are operating as if that there will be no political ramifications because of this, that they're based in their morality and their ideology, and they're not going to budge from that. What is the downside here? It's going to hurt a lot of women, obviously.
Right. But
politically, there has to be a kickback on this in some way. Your thoughts?
Well, certainly politically, we saw in the last election where the Affordable Care Act was a huge issue, women's health care was a huge issue, the biggest gender gap ever in a presidential election. And actually, we're seeing, even today in the state of Virginia, where we have a governor's race in which these issues are very much on the ballot. Ken Cuccinelli, who wants to get rid of Planned Parenthood, wants to overturn Roe, get rid of birth control benefits and insurance plans. He is now losing women by an 18 to 24% gap. And so, to me, I think women and men are paying attention and saying, actually, we can't elect people who want to roll back women's access to health care.
What does the Affordable Care Act mean to women in this country?
This is the most extraordinary leap forward for women that we've ever seen in terms of health care. Millions more women covered. As you've heard, preventive benefits covered now for no copay. Women don't have to pay more for health insurance than men, which historically they have had to do. They can't be denied health care coverage. That's why I think we're seeing at Planned Parenthood today. Everyone knows that the Affordable Care Act is going into effect today. The enrollment's beginning. In the state of New York, 2 million people in the first 2 hours went to the website about how can they enroll, what does this mean for them. So this bill, now law, is being enacted, and people who haven't had health care coverage, particularly women who have been missing coverage for years, are very excited.
Well, I have to ask you about your home state of Texas. All right, Wendy Davis. Does she have a chance, and are there any women in Texas that would even vote Republican after this kind of radical stuff has been put up there?
Well, I'd say Wendy Davis absolutely has a very good chance. Of course, my mother, when she ran for governor, people kind of counted her out, and she became the governor.
And the world's changed a lot since your mom.
It absolutely
I mean, the
has.
attack on women is, it's on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 9.9.
Absolutely. So we'll have to see on Thursday what Wendy Davis announces, where everyone's waiting with anticipation. But I do think, but I think the point, Ed, is it's not just women in Texas, it's men in Texas as well, who don't want their wives, their daughters, their granddaughters to have fewer rights than the women who came before them. So I'm very optimistic. I think these issues are good for women. They're good for our health care, but they're politically a winner as well.
All right, Cecile Richards, great to have you with us. Thanks so much for coming in.
See you.
Coming up, Fox News